Man, I find some of the strangest stories. What does this even mean? How could you what is this title? Forever Dad fosters 50 young men. What? Wow, it sounds like a good Samaritan, right? Let's read it. Let me read into it more. Guy Bryant has fostered more than 50 teens and young men in the past 12 years. The Brooklyn native didn't plan this route for his life, but after growing up in a household with parents who were constantly looking out for neighborhood kids, it was almost fate. Guy often takes in teens and young men who have aged out of the foster care system. Guy's first foster kid was a teen on his caseload at the Administration of Children's Services. He took in the teen, and years later he's done the same for many other. Ooh. So wow, I'm really curious to know. So he has like a house for like teens, and is like the father or something. Is that how it's gonna be? I'm guessing is someone that wants to get them back on their feet. If only there were more people like him in the world. I know, right? Imagine messing with this dude just to get jumped by 52 people. Facts. Facts. Soon he might become a forever grandpa. Why do you care about YouTube views? Who else likes Inside of Journal? Give me the what's the most Mr. Bryan showing him us. This is so noble and honorable. That means everyone likes the story, man. What I'm saying is that it's unanimous. Everyone likes the story, and I can't wait to get into it. Okay, what do we have here?
You have this thing when you're a foster child, you don't know what you're gonna experience when you first get into a home. So when I first came here, that's how I felt. I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know how the person was.
So is this like, this is Shala Dawson. This is like probably obviously one of the kids. I mean, it looks so young.
That I was about to meet, I didn't know anything. So of course I had these automatic conclusions that I jumped to. But while I was here, I learned that I was wrong about all of them.
I'm guessing it's talking about uh, gang style lifestyle. I'm guessing. I don't know.
My name is Guy Bryan.
Okay,
and
finally.
I title myself a forever dad. For the last 12 years, I've fostered over 50 children in my home.
Over 50. Yes, over 50, they count up to 52. I mean, if the guy is he getting paid for this? It seems like everyone is like saying is doing something that is doing something noble. So does that mean is he getting paid or no?
The first young man I fostered, he was on my caseload at ACS. I was doing placement work. I grew to like this young man, and he grew to like me, and we respected each other, and we talked about all kinds of things. So then one day
Damn, just imagine the amount of people. I always think about this. This is always my thoughts into a lot of things, right? I believe that if one person does something, right, in this world, because it's 7 billion people, if one person does something, I truly believe that a million people are doing that same thing. So when it comes to a guy like this, if this guy is doing something like this, right? I mean, just imagine the amount of other people that are also doing it too. They're also like opening their homes for foster kids. This is Brooklyn. So like there'll probably be people doing it in California, in fucking Pennsylvania, in fucking New York, in fucking Canada, Toronto. Like even in other countries, man. Just imagine the amount of other people that are doing it, man. They're really unspeakable heroes around, man, but it's just hard to find.
he asked me, would you consider being my dad? And I was like, I don't know. I said, I got to give that some thought because I was living alone. I was at the time recently separated. I didn't know if I wanted to have anyone else in my space. But then as time went on and it became more and more difficult to find a placement for him. And I really realized how much I enjoyed his company and liked being with him. I decided that it was the best thing to do.
Wait, did you become like a legal guardian or something? Everyone's talking about how he takes kids in, but is it like, And do you know they are foster kids? So does that mean that it's going to become their legal guardian? I mean, that's something I would love to know. I haven't seen any legal guardian over here in the description.
Living with B has been an amazing experience when it comes to coming into a house where a man is running the house. You can follow how he leads, his representation of what a man is and how a man is supposed to do things. As long as I've been here, I've been seeing nothing but good examples. So he would do things like, wake us up every morning, make sure we're ready for school or work. He would let us know that this is our house too, that we live here, and hearing that just means a lot.
Damn, you guys like bunk beds. I know bunk beds, you guys have to sit on bunk beds, but damn, that stuff is uncomfortable.
The whole thing is, food is love, okay? If you feed me, you love me.
Really? Ask those people that give you food in McDonald's. You think they love you? Bitch, you're getting paid.
I always stress that to kids. If you can feed a kid, half your battle is done. So I always had like a open door policy with food. Like, eat food, just don't waste it, and make sure there's enough for everybody.
I've been in foster care since I was 16. I've been through a lot. I was homeless in foster care. I've dealt with racism.
Echo, yo, that old Bryan. Yeah, you have done with racism. You have millions of other people, man. Sadly.
I'm in foster care. Your foster care agency doesn't always particularly do their job.
Isn't lying though.
My upbringing was, I lived in the Kool-Aid house. Everybody on the block came and sat on our steps. If somebody had no place to go, my family was always taking them in. And I think that's why, just what this is all about. This is my family, and we do family things. It just makes me feel good to know that I'm a part of whatever successes they have.
Guys, currently fostering 4 boys, age 15 to 23.
He's the closest thing to a father figure in my life. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the support, the love, the careness. He also helped me to relax and to
also helped me to relax. And the guy looks so uncomfortable. I know I'm supposed to say all these things about him, but these cameras, man, it makes me feel weird. Support the kids.
To lower my energy down, because I usually have like a mean demeanor and I'm an aggressive person sometimes, but he helped me to look at things different and take a different path. I didn't have a father figure in my life, and that led to me doing a lot of reckless stuff. Before I came here, I was doing a lot of crazy stuff because I didn't know what to do. My mother wasn't really taking care of me. I didn't know my pops. I was doing my own thing. I was doing whatever I wanted to. But when I came here, Mr. B opened another door for me. He showed me that I could show you the right path, the right way, a better path to take.
I just feel like beaches is.
Man, when I watch stories like this, I always think about like kids where that they didn't even have that, Like there's so many kids that people talk about the kids that people talk about the kids that are taken in and that they lost their ways when they were young, then they were taken in by like a guardian or someone, a figure, father figure, mother figure, to show them like all the right things. But I always think about, I don't know, every time I hear stories like that, I always think about like the ones that didn't have those guardians and those people that were like, yeah, this is not good, this is not what you should be doing. Like, what about those people, No one ever talks about those people. Those people just end up in prison. It's just crazy, man. It's a crazy world, bro. Those people will now end up in prison, then them instead of being able to find their own, like, path and find things in the future that will benefit them to just go into prison and they just either come out of prison, then go back again, then or they die in prison. It's a crazy world, man. It really is a crazy world. So you can obviously applaud someone like this guy Bryan for what he's doing, because it's not easy, bro. It really isn't easy. really isn't easy because it's just crazy, man. There's so many kids out there that don't even have that, that will never have that. Like it's just something that will never happen for a lot of children. They will never have someone that would tell them what is right and what is wrong. They will always like do bad things and do crazy things that will always put them in trouble. It's a crazy world, man. It's a crazy world.
Compared to other foster parents, like an unlimited well of like knowledge and direction. So I appreciate that because the other foster parents don't do that.
Before they was here, we were
The other foster parents don't do that.
going to the streets. Like we had to look to the streets for things,
I do look for the
hustling, like stuff like that. Now that we have Mr. B, he saved all these people that came into his possession. They don't look to the streets no more. They're doing and taking care of themselves, changing the way they were to a better way. So that's just saving somebody.
He teaches me a lot, like a father is supposed to teach you.
It teaches me a lot, like a father's supposed to teach you.
As of now, I've been feeling like I have to do something with my time. Like I don't just plan on being in my apartment all day, sleeping around all day. As part of that is from being here. I see him wake up my other foster brothers and get them prepared for what they gotta do. So me being here and being saturated in that, it's gonna have an effect on me when I go to my apartment because I have to go and do things and strive for things.
I keep in touch with, I'm going to honestly say, 80% of the kids. This is never going to stop. They will.
It's like oh my god, reminds me of what is that? That person that keeps in touch with you regardless of, just to know what you're always doing. Damn, I don't know. Mother figure.
Will always
Oh
be
my
people
God.
who throw away their children. There will always be children with problems that parents can't handle.
To be honest, Mr. B saves lives. I don't think he just takes people and puts them in a better place.
Take me, Mr. B, and put me in a better place. I'm a better place. That was heartwarming. People did like that, so that's good. I wonder why people dislike that.